seeing you guys so much and can't wait until we can meet in person again.
We hope you guys have a great holiday and hope you enjoy doing the following crafts. For our first craft, we are going to be making this fun little star. And you can see it has 5 pieces right now, and I'll be showing you how to make a 6th piece and then how to glue it into the rest of it. And so this technically isn't origami, but when we were looking at crafts to do, we found this and thought it was too cute not to do. Plus, it's super easy, so everyone can do it. And all you need is 6 pieces of paper, scissors, and a pen, and hot glue. Or actually, you can really use any kind of glue. I'm just using hot glue because it's nice and easy. So, the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to take your paper, and you do need square paper. So I'm using just some origami paper because we have a lot of it. But if you just want to use copy paper, just make sure it is a square. So you're going to fold it into a triangle, and you're going to take your pen, and I'm using a really dark pen so it shows up on the paper so you can see it. But if you want it to be less visible, then use a pencil so you can erase it. And so what you're going to do is you're going to mark the center right here, and then you're going to do 3 dots on either side. So 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't have to be super precise because you won't really be able to tell, but you want them to be relatively evenly spaced. Then on what's roughly the center line here, you're going to do 3 more dots, also pretty evenly spaced out. And then just play a little connect the dots and make, oops, that wasn't a very straight line. That's okay. Make 3 triangles like this. Okay? So, now we're done with the pen. Take your scissors, and you're going to cut out this first triangle. Just like that. You're gonna cut this one out completely, and that's gone. Now, for the next 2 triangles, you're only gonna wanna cut to about here. So leave almost ½ an inch, I would say. So cut to about there, maybe not quite ½ an inch. But you want to leave a little bit so that the triangle piece doesn't fall out. Just like that. And same thing on this one. You're going to want to leave a little bit at the end. All right, so now you can see we've got our little pieces here. You can see where they're cut, and you can see how I've left a little bit here. So they're still attached, but this first triangle I cut out completely, just like that. Okay, so at this point, if you used pencil, you can pause it and erase all your lines. So now that you have all of your cuts, you're gonna unfold it like this. And what I like to do is I like to start on the white side, just because then you end up with more color than white. And so you're going to take the 2 inside pieces here, and you're going to bend them up like this, so they make a little sort of tube shape, and the corners overlap. And so then you're going to take your glue. And once again, I have hot glue. You can really use any kind of glue. Hot glue is just nice because it dries or hardens really fast. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue. Oh no, my glue is not working. Maybe, I don't know, I think it cooled off a little bit. Anyway, so you're gonna put some glue there, and then just hold it till it dries, like that. All right, so we've got 1 done right here. So now you're gonna take it and you're going to flip it over, And you're gonna take the next little triangle pieces here and you're gonna bend them this way. So as you can see, this is red on the outside and this is gonna be white. So once again, take your glue, put a little bit there, and then glue these together. If you are using hot glue like me, just be really careful not to burn yourself. I have done that several times. All right, and for the last one, you're going to flip it back to the first side and then bend these to going in this direction, just like that. Some more glue. All right. There you go. All right. So now we're done with the little pieces. So, as you can see, I've already made 5, and we're gonna just put this 6th one right in here. So technically, you could just leave it as 5, but I think the pattern looks better with 6. So, I've already glued these together. I just glued the ends all together in the middle, and then I put a little bit of glue right here just to sort of hold it together a little bit better. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you could probably glue it, and it doesn't particularly matter how you choose to put it together, as long as all of the pieces end up glued. So, I'm gonna put a little bit here, and put it right there. Okay. And then just gonna do a little bit right there. And then a little bit right there. And then just make sure that all of your pieces are shaped nice and round. You can kind of just play with it a little bit until it gets the shape that you want. There you go. All right, so now we have our little star, or I guess it could even be a firework shape. You might want to clean it up a little bit because sometimes hot glue gets a little bit messy. But now you could put some string and hang it up, or use it to decorate for a party. There's tons of cool things you can do with this.
Hi, next we are going to be making a pinwheel, and I'm going to be using a 6x6 piece of paper so y'all can see it better, but I would suggest you use a 3x3. They end up a better size. So take your piece of paper and fold it in half with the color on the outside. You only need single-sided paper for this. Open it up. Fold the 2 sides to the middle here. Open it back up and fold it in half the other direction. And then 2 sides to the middle again. Alright, open it up and you're going to fold it in a triangle. Open it up and fold it in a triangle the other direction. So when you open it up, it should look like this. Now fold 2 sides, it doesn't matter which 2 sides, but fold them in like this. And then you're going to see how if you pull these 2 flaps back, this kind of pops up naturally. You're going to fold this in, so it should just come really easily over like that, and just make sure that these don't get caught underneath it. And there's no crease right here, but you're creating it by bringing these two edges to the center line right here. So you can make it beforehand like this, or you can simply fold it over and then position it underneath. Forehand is probably a little bit more accurate, but either way works. So just line it up at the center right there, crease inside of it, and then close it down. So this is the trickiest part of the whole thing. So I'll do it again on the other side in case you missed it. You're just opening up the two flaps so that you can get this part up, like that. And then collapsing it over and make sure these line up with the other side, folding it to the center. Just like that. So it should look like this. And then you just fold either side back like that. And then down here, do the same thing. Fold it up. So this is the big one, and then this is the little one if you use the 3x3. And it kind of pops up, so if you want, you can put like a little jewel or something, a button maybe in the middle to keep it down. And then you can also do some cool stuff with it. So I actually made a reef here with some. You can see that it did not end up as pretty as I thought it would. They kind of got out of line here. But if you want to try, you can just cut out a circle of cardboard. It doesn't matter how exact the circle is. And then just take your little pinwheel, some hot glue, just put a little down. Oh, that was a lot. And then place it down. And then you can line them up like this. But this, you can line them up like that and all the way around. Or if you mess it up, you can just place a nice ornament in there. Thank you guys.
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make origami sunglasses. And these are just really cute and fun, not super practical for obvious reasons, but you could use them as some fun decoration for a summer party, or I don't know, I'm sure you could think of something. So for this, you're actually going to just use a piece of 8.5 by 11 rectangular paper. This is a little bit different from what we usually do, which is square paper. So I'm just using a normal sheet of copy paper, except I decided to use this fun sort of green instead of just white. So you can use whatever kind of paper, whatever color paper you have. You can even use construction paper, that would work too. Okay, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna fold one corner to the other like this. And you just have to line up the point because literally nothing else lines up. It's just the point. It's kind of a weird fold that you're not used to doing if you normally fold with square paper. Because as you can see, this edge doesn't line up and that edge doesn't line up. It's just the point. Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this edge here and you're gonna fold it over like that, and all of your edges here actually will line up, so you end up with this mirrored image here, like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna unfold it, and as you can see, you've got 3 valley folds and 1 mountain fold, and the crease, the line that's half mountain, half valley, is a diagonal, and what you're gonna do is just fold it over on that line. So now all of your folds are gonna go the same way if you were to unfold it, which you don't need to. You just need to leave it like this. So now we have the paper folded on the diagonal, as you can see here. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this edge, this crease that you just made, and you're gonna fold it up to this point here, where the two triangles meet, and there will be a crease right here down the middle, and you want to line up this line here in the middle with that crease, just like that. And I wouldn't go quite to the point because we're gonna be doing this fold several times and it'll move the paper a little bit further each time. So you just don't wanna go past it. Okay, so then you're gonna take this edge that you just created here and fold up one more time, just like this. And so when you're folding this up, you are just gonna wanna make sure that your paper doesn't slip and go further than you want it to, so that you still have a nice straight line there. Okay, and then you're gonna take this edge here and fold it one last time. And as long as it doesn't go past the little valley here, then it's all good. It doesn't, you're not doing it again, so that's the only thing you really need to worry about. Okay. And this is a lot of layers to be folding through, so you're gonna need to use quite a bit of pressure to make sure you get a nice crease. Maybe use something like a piece of silverware or a credit card or something that's stiff that you could use as a creaser. I forgot to grab something, otherwise I would show you. But all you need to do is get a nice sharp crease there. Okay, so you can kind of see sunglasses starting to take shape a little bit. Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold the sides in. So this is a little subjective. You can kind of fold it in as far as you want to. I like to fold it to right where this little corner here is. So just fold it to there and just straight over. And again, this is even more layers. So if you've got that creaser, be sure to use it here. Okay, and then you're gonna do the same thing over here on this side. And however far you folded it on the other side, you just wanna make it the same so that your side pieces on your sunglasses are the same length. All right. So just make sure all of your layers are lined up and you can flatten everything down. All right, now we're almost done. The last step is to just take the corners, the bottom corners of these triangles here and fold them just a little bit so you got a flat edge. You can, again, this is another step that's pretty subjective, just as far as you think will look good, just like that. And then there you go. Your paper sunglasses are completed. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy 4th of July. I thought we were doing it. Go stop the recording.
Are you still recording?
Yes, I am. That was awesome.
And then,
I'm sorry, I didn't know. Also,
seriously?
I don't know how to turn it on.
There's a freaking switch.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July, shoot off tons of fireworks, and stay safe.